Surah 83, Al-Mutaffifin. The Fraudsters. Ayat 1-3. The fate of the capitalistic system and business mentality will ultimately be doomed. The importunity of such a mentality is to take the full measure when receiving, but to give less than due at the time of giving. They like to exploit the capabilities of others to the fullest extent, but do not want to give them full recompense. They pay the minimum to workers and keep the maximum for themselves. Not only do they do so in terms of material things, but even when assessing the worth of other people, they try to restrict their growth. They should never be allowed to grow to their full potential. They should be groomed only to the extent that suits the investor. They should not be given unnecessary freedom. Ayat 4. Are they under the impression that this system will last forever and that no one will be able to change it? This, however, is their self-deception. The time will certainly come when the people who they have chained to their economic captivity will rise and free themselves, pushing the oppressors out of their way. Ayat 5-6. The Great Revolution will occur in this way, and mankind will rise universally to establish the divine law of Rububiyyah. Ayat 7. At that time, the very scroll of their deeds will tie down the people who have split mankind into various factions. Thus their own system shall become the cause of their destruction. Ayat 8. You will surely be anxious to know what this tying down will be like. Who else can tell you this better than the Almighty? So listen. Ayat 9. It will be according to the law of Mukafat, which is constantly pointing out the end result of everyone's deeds. Ayat 10-11. There will be doom and destruction for the Mukazzibin, the people who belie the day of judgment. Ayat 12. Obviously, the only person who would belie the day of judgment is the one who is fearlessly committing every kind of offense. Such offenses may affect his own personality and that of others, and incite rebellious feelings or result in depression and lethargy. Such a person is deceiving himself by assuming that there is no law that can punish him for his crimes. Even plundering nations have the same attitude. Ayat 13. When he is presented with these historical facts which prove that nations committing such offenses are destroyed, instead of learning something he deceives himself saying, "These are merely fables of ancient times. They have nothing to do with me." Ayat 14. Tell them, it is not so. The fact is that their hearts have been corroded by what they have been doing and, as such, they have lost the capability to distinguish between right and wrong. Ayat 15. When mankind will stand up for the establishment of the universal system of Rububiyyah, these people will be deprived of their Rabb's bounties. Their life shall be laid barren. This will be their plight in this world as well as in the hereafter. Ayat 16. In other words, their development will come to an end, because the human self develops by providing nourishment to others and not by usurping their rights. They will thus enter Jahannam. Ayat 17. There they will be told, this, according to our law of Mukafat which you used to belie, is the result of your deeds. Ayat 18. On the other hand, the status of those who broaden their lives shall be very lofty, in fact heights above heights. They will be at a very advanced stage of evolutionary development. Ayat 19. Who else besides Allah Almighty can tell you what these higher stages of development are? Ayat 20. This will also take place according to our law of Mukafat, which constantly points out the outcome of everyone's deeds. Ayat 21. The honored ones shall see these higher stages of development open before them. These people would have inculcated divine attributes in their personalities, to the maximum extent that is humanly possible. Ayat 22. Indeed, the virtuous ones, who possess highly expanded personalities, shall benefit from comforts and luxuries. Ayat 23. While they are enthroned on the seat of power and authority, they shall keep everything around them in their sight. In other words, they will have the qualities of insight and vision, to see and oversee. Ayat 24. Their faces will reflect the delight produced by these gratifying comforts and pleasures. Ayat 25. For drinking they will have the choicest, life-invigorating, wine which would be contained in decanters, and be free from impurities. Ayat 26. The container itself will be of invigorating musk. These are the means and elements which increase strength and vitality. In order to acquire them, you should try to excel over each other. The urge to excel and go ahead of others is inbuilt in all human beings. However, people without vision select wrong fields in which to excel. They only work towards maximizing gains for their physical life, and use all possible means to achieve this. The correct manner for satisfying this urge is to struggle for providing nourishment to mankind. This in turn will provide you with the invigorating wine. Ayat 27. This wine will be blended with sweet cold water which will flow from the fountain of exaltation, and this nectar will promote human potentialities to their fullest extent. Ayat 28. The only people to benefit from this fountain will be those who inculcate divine attributes to the fullest extent that is humanly possible. Ayat 29. Those who take away the product of others' efforts laugh at seeing those who believe in the truth of the divine Nizam-e-Rububiyyah striving hard for its establishment. Ayat 30. When they pass by them, the Momineen, these people wink at each other, in mockery as if the Momineen had lost their wits. Ayat 31. And when they return to their own people they do so with arrogance, and are full of jest about the group of Momineen. Ayat 32. In short, whenever they see these people they say, "Look at them. They have truly gone astray." Ayat 33. They did so although they were not sent as guardians over them, the Momineen, and as if they had to account for them. Ayat 34. At this time this revolutionary program is going through its initial stages. On the face of it, it appears as if these people are so deeply involved in accomplishing their mission that they have no concern about their profit or loss. However, when this program reaches its destined completion, then the people who have professed Iman will have reason to laugh at the Kafirin who deny Allah's law of Rububiyyah. Ayat 35. They will be enthroned on the seats of power and authority, and watch the miserable plight of those who made fun of them. Ayat 36. Their plight will be the result of their own deeds. In fact, everyone's deeds will come back to him. This is how his Jannah or Jahannam would be formed.